Hi guys, it's Tracy here with another Out with the Old video. It's been a while since I've done one of these. The idea originally was that I would do an Out with the Old video and then an In with the New video. The In with the New is my kit share, which is uploading right now. So if you're looking for a kit share for November from the Scraptastic Kit Club, I have the Shake It Off kit and the This Life Noted kit. So have a look for those. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do my Out with the Old video, so they'll be posted in a backwards order. Sorry about that. And the Out with the Old video was basically kind of like a kill a kit video where, you know, I try to do as much with the kit as I can and then share what I created, which is in this pile right here, and then also show my leftovers and how I did with actually killing the kit. There were a couple months that were really busy and I didn't have time to do a Out with the Old video, and I wasn't sure how helpful it was, so I kind of thought about not doing them anymore, but I did have quite a number of people coming looking for them and requesting them. So I'm going to go back to doing it, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently because I'm less focused on trying to use up the kit and more focused on just enjoying scrapbooking, and so imagine that. And so what I find is that the kits are just jam-packed with products, and so I often have a lot of leftovers. So I'm not calling this kill a kit for a certain reason, and that's because I rarely am able to actually kill my kits and get rid of almost all or all of the things in them. Sometimes I do, but it's not all that common for me to be able to do that. So instead, my Out with the Old is more about, as the month changes and I get my new kit, I shift all of the old kit stuff out of my main scrapbooking area. I put all of my leftovers into my stash or into a giveaway pile, depending on if I think I'll use it again or not. And then I take all of the layouts that I did for the month, most of which were with the kits, but some of them were without the kit, and I put them into my scrapbooks and kind of get ready for a new month of scrapbooking with a new kit. So I do have the Shake It Off kit, which I just shared, so look for that on my channel. And so it's time to put away all of the goodies from the Heart It Races kit and move these layouts off of the shelf, so I keep it on a horizontal shelf in my cube storage area over in my scrap room. All through the month, every time I make a layout, I just set it on the shelf. If I do a pocketed spread, I set it on the shelf. Also, any other things that I just want to kind of add to my scrapbook through the month, I just add it to that shelf. And then here is the contents of the shelf right here. So I'm going to start by sharing with you guys what I created this month. Some of this was from the Heart It Races kit and some of it was not. So I'll start by just showing you the stuff that I created with the Heart It Races kit, so that you can have a sense of how much stuff I made with the kit this month and what stuff I have left over. And then I'll show you the other things I did this month, if they don't fall on the floor. So I did make some cards, and there's no process video for these cards. I'm not the greatest card maker in the world, but yeah, I did make some cards, and I really love them. The Scraptastic kit came with these beautiful little leaf stamps, which I stamped in a variety of colors using this chart that I made. This is a video from earlier this month about the Stampin' Up! Colors that coordinate with the Heart It Races kit. And so I used a variety of those, and then while I was watching TV one day, I just fussy cut a whole bunch of them, and then the next day I came down and I made 2 cards. I only have one here and it was similar, it just had a different colored mat, and I think it was exactly the same. I heat embossed just using gold embossing powder the Thanks a Bunch sentiment that came on the sentiment stamp set this month. It's from this stamp set, these leaves right here. That one and that one. And then, so that's from the Heart It Races kit. And then this is from the Sentiments kit. The Thanks a Bunch is just from the Sentiments kit. So there were 2 of these, but as I said, I gave one away already, and I just used the cardstock that came in the kit as the base, and I just used a piece of scrap paper for the liner. That's what that one looks like. And then I made 2 of these cards. I almost always make doubles when I make a card because it's easy for me to make 2 of a card. If I'm going to go to the trouble of making one, I might as well make 2. And the sewing on this one is a little wonky, but I wanted it to be kind of scribbly looking. I'm not sure if I got that desired look or if it just looks messy, but anyhow, there are kind of slight variations between these 2, but it's basically the same design. I used a punch here for this strip, whereas here I just distressed the edge of a cut piece of paper. They both have brown twine on them. They both have the Life is Tough, but so are you sentiments stamped from the Sentiments stamp set, so that's this one. And I just used my Misty, which is the most incredible stamping tool invented, to layer these stamps together. So this was one stamp, and then the prickles, so the shape was one stamp in green, and then the prickles I stamped in Early Espresso. The flower pot shape was one stamp, and then the outline was another stamp. And then I tried my hand at some circular sewing, which didn't go all that well, but especially on that one. And then I just used that leaf pattern as the background. I just thought it was cute. And then the insides are empty, and I used the green cardstock that came in the kit for that. And on this one I added 3 little enamel dots just from my stash. This one didn't get them for some reason, I'm not sure why. So those are some cards that I made with the kit. And now I'm just going to share the layouts that I created with the Heart It Races kit. So I had to do a little bit of switching there. But these are the layouts that I made from the Heart It Races kit. So I have Iced Lemonade at Timmy's. There's a process video on my channel about this one. Then I made I Think I'll Stop Here, which is a half layout, which people ask me what I do with these. And so a couple of months ago, I think it was in August or July, I made this 1.5 page spread. And so what I do when I have a half a page like this is a 6x12 page protector from Becky Higgins that I use for my half spreads. And so I just hung on to this rather than putting it in my scrapbook with nothing on the back of it, because then I would have to go searching for it when I finally did the other half. So I just hang on to it, and I will put this in my scrapbook along with these other layouts. So I don't really care if my scrapbook is chronological. I just put dates on all of my pages, and then it's kind of like a random trip down memory lane as opposed to an organized chronological trip through our life. Yeah, so I just wanted to keep that out to show you that. So I did this one, which there is a process video on my channel, and then I did, this one called Economy Falls Trail, another process video on my channel about this one as well. I did this one called Go Somewhere Lovely, and there's a process video on it. And then the last one that I did with the Heart It Races kit is this one called No One Told Me I Was Going to Have to Share My Bed with These Rascals. And there is a process video on this one. So these are things that I created outside of the kit this month, so I won't share those right quite yet, but they will be in this video. So what I did with this kit, the Heart It Races, was 1, 2, 3, 4.5 layouts and 4 cards. So one of the cards I've given away already, but 4 cards. So 4 layouts, a half a layout, 4 12x12 layouts, a half a layout, and 4 cards is what I created with the Heart It Races kit. I'm going to put those aside. And I'm also going to put these aside for now, and I will show them to you as part of the Out with the Old, moving things around. So now I'm going to show you what I have left over from the kit. So of course the stamps are reusable, and I will add those to my stamp collection. I have a fox wood veneer, which I had planned to make a card, and I still probably will make a card with this. And I have some doilies, left over 2 pink doilies, which surprises me because I love pink doilies and I don't have any in my stash. So these will go into my stash and will definitely get used probably fairly soon. Just some random cut shapes from some of the pattern paper that came in the kit. There's a couple of stickers left on the sticker sheet from Fancy Pants. I didn't use any of these, and that's a huge shame because I absolutely love them. So what I think I might do is hang on to these. It looks like this would coordinate quite nicely with the Shake It Off kit. So I'm going to keep these handy, and I might use them this coming month. So, and I only used 3 of these, which also surprises me because I do really like them. So these will go in with my enamel dots, which I keep right here close to where I scrap. And I'm not sure if these are going to fit. I might need to trim them a little bit. Oops, I just lost one. Yep, so I'm going to need to trim them down a tiny bit. I don't know if that will be enough. Yep, that's enough. So they fit right in there. Then these I also really love. What I will do is cross off the back of the package, all the ones that I've already used, and I don't know what I'm going to do with these to make sure that so I still have Star, Shine, Love, and Pretty. So I just need to take a slick surface marker. So I have a slick writer here. Smile seems to be gone. Shine is still there. Today is gone. So Shine, Pretty, and Love are still in there. And Star. Then I'll put those in with my word stickers. So this will go in with my regular stickers and with my word stickers. These will go in with my rub-ons. They're really pretty, but I didn't get a chance to finish off that pack. These will go in with my letter stickers because there's still enough to get. I used a lot of them, but there's still enough to get another title or 2 out of them. Definitely lots of these left to get more titles, and definitely lots of these to get more titles. These will go in with my stickers as well. This will go up here with my ink, pastel green. And then I have a whole bunch of die cuts from the Scrumptious collection that are left over. So they will go in a little box and get put in with my die cut pieces. I just keep them in a little box. I keep them by collection, so I'll just add a new box that says Scrumptious by Chickanitty. There's quite a few of those left over. And now for the pattern paper, what I have left is I have a whole sheet of this, which I really love, and I have a whole sheet of this, which I also really love. So and a whole sheet of this, which I unfortunately didn't get to use. I loved this and was looking forward to using it. I have a couple of ideas, especially for this paper, so this will probably surface sometime soon. And then, so those 3 full sheets of paper I will put back into my stash. I have a place where I keep favorite recent papers. I also have these 3 full sheets as well. I'll probably put this in my red paper, put this in my black and gray paper, and I'll probably put this one in with my pink paper because I'm more likely to use this than this. To be honest, I've already used a couple of these and I have a scrap of it as well. So I did get the extra paper pack, which means that I had a lot of leftover pattern paper, but I did use more than the pattern paper that would have come in the kit, so I am glad that I got that, even though I didn't use it up entirely. It will go in my stash and I will use it. So I have 2 full pieces of cardstock and then a partial piece of cardstock left, and that's because I made some cards. So I don't often use this much cardstock, but I did make some cards, so I got a chance to use those. Those will go in my stash. I have the printables, And I printed this in a lower quality, but it still came out pretty good, so I'll hang on to those and I might get a chance to use them. And then all of these scraps, anything that's a reasonable size will just go into my scraps. These will go in my multicolored scraps because I already have this filed under pink in the other sheet. This will go into my orange scraps, neutral scraps. I use these kinds of scraps for typewriting sometimes. This will go in with my green scraps. So what I do when I'm deciding where I'm going to file it is I either look at what's the dominant color on it or which is the side that I'm most likely to use. And so for this one, I'm probably most likely to use this one. I know I have a full sheet of this that I'm putting in with my recent acquisition papers. So this one will go under red, and this one will probably go under pink. That one will go under blacks and grays. And so I'll just go through all of my papers and decide where I'm going to put all of these scraps and put them all away. And the only other things that I have left, this is another die cut from the Chickanitty collection. And this is a cut apart from Ormolu that I didn't get a chance to use, two of them. So I'll put those in with my die cuts. And then I have two pieces of wood veneer, You and Me and Be Brave. And so what I do with these cutesy little things that I don't want to kind of forget that I have, but I don't really have a good place to put them, is I'll put them in a dish, along with, if there are any of these when I'm putting them away that I think, oh yeah, I definitely want to use that soon, I'll put them kind of in a little dish. Then if a couple months go by and I haven't used up everything in the dish, I just put it in a giveaway pile. So that's how I do that. So I'm going to go and put all of this stuff away, and then I'll come back and show you what else I did this month. So this is a layout that I made from my stash this month, and it's called Just Us Girls, and there's a process video on my channel about it. So that's another thing I made this month. And then this is called Pool Time, and I think this happened at the end of September, but it was still in with my stuff, so I thought I would share it. It's called Pool Time. I used an old kit. I think it might have been the Colorblind kit. I don't know. I can't remember which kit it was, but it was a Scraptastic kit that I used for that. And this comes from a Creating with Sketches sketch. And so does this, actually. These two were both from Creating with Sketches sketches. And then I have, I only made one of these this month, so I have 2 pocket pages to put in my album this month. I have one from September, which I didn't get a chance to share or put in my album in September because I had a little problem with the cards going missing. So I have this one to put in my book, and then I also have this. But I think I did do a video share of this anyways, so you can find this one. It's called September, This Life Noted, on my channel, I think. Let me know if it's not there, because I did record it, so I can upload it if it's not there. And then this one is the October This Life Noted, and this is definitely on my channel, and it was up on the blog this month. So that's what I created this month. Thanks so much for watching this Out with the Old video.